Hey everybody, Alex Littlehales here with DMVSTREAM.COM, and I'm joined by Georgetown Prep head coach Ryan Eskow. Coach, Georgetown Prep moved back into the rankings this week in allmetsports.com. How does that feel as a coach, especially heading into the IAC tournament?
You know, as a team, we try not to really worry too much about the rankings. It's kind of, we just got to focus on what we need to do to succeed. Acolytes are nice, but at the same time, it's if we just keep rolling and keep doing what we do best and what we need to do to succeed, we will. We need to focus on that to find the success. So it's nice to be back in the rankings. It's nice to be recognized for our hard work. But at this point of the season, we're just focusing on the next day and winning each day one day at a time.
So, Coach, the Hoyas clinched the first round bye, and you have the chance to play either St. Stephen's or Landon on Friday. What kind of teams are St. Stephen's and Landon? You've played them in the regular season.
Yeah, both are very talented teams. The whole IAC is really tremendous. Both very well coached. Both have a lot of talented players. What we need to focus on, no matter whom we play, we need to make sure that we're just focused on what we need to do to succeed. It's at this time of the year, anything can happen, and we need to make sure that we are focusing on what we do best. And if we can do that, then we can take care of anybody.
Now, you guys lost in double OT to St. Stephen's earlier in the year. If you guys end up meeting them again on Friday, what would you have to do differently in order to move on?
We need to make sure that we continue defending. When we've found success, it's because our defense is leading into our offense, and for us to be successful, no matter who the opponent is, we need to make sure that we let our defense do the talking. We need to be a tough defensive team. St. Stephen's is a very good offensive team, and so if we continue letting that defense flow into the offense, then that's the best version of ourselves.
Now, I'm also joined by Georgetown Prep players Anthony Scafidi, Jared Bynum, and Ike Nowecki. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
So, Jared, you've been drawing a lot of recruiting interest, especially coming into the IAC tournament. How do you stay focused, at such an important time of the season, both for the team and for yourself?
I think it's just another part of basketball, another part of just playing the game of basketball. You get calls and texts, but you don't let that get in the way of your team's success and what you have to do on the court to help your team win. So it's just something that comes natural with people playing basketball and playing basketball at a high level.
Now, Anthony, you've been co-captain this year. What exactly have you done differently to embrace that leadership role as compared to last year?
Nothing really different. I've just been trying to be a role model for these guys. We've really been close all 4 years, so just being named captain this year, yes, it's nice, but really we all just look up to each other and we all play for each other on the court.
And Ike, St. Stephen's has an incredible big man that can play in the post, and he kind of matches up against you. If you end up seeing St. Stephen's on Friday, how are you going to play against him, and what's the key to success against St. Stephen's?
For me, I feel as though if I just rebound the whole game, that is just going to spark my offense, because I feel that I'm pretty confident right now in my shooting and my scoring abilities, and finding my teammates whenever I can, whenever I get the ball in the post, or whenever I have the ball in the short corner or on the wings or whatever. But I feel as though it just starts with the rebounding and playing defense and shutting him down, so that we won't really have to worry about him crashing the boards and everything on the offensive end for them. But I feel like if I just get the job done early with the rebounding, that everything's just going to flow really well.
And Coach, lastly, how do you keep your players well rested going into postseason play after a rigorous regular season?
I think at this point in the year, it's mostly about the mentality. It's a long season, it's a grind, but this group has been extremely close, really flowing from last year into this year, and I haven't really had to worry about keeping them necessarily rested. This is a group that loves basketball. It's more about me getting them off the court than saving their legs. They're fired up. They're ready to go. The more basketball, the better. And they don't really worry about tired. At this time of the year, it's just about getting out there and winning. At all costs. Put personal pain aside and figure out ways to keep pushing and win.
Thanks again, Coach. Again, that was Georgetown Prep head coach Ryan Eskow, as well as Anthony Scafidi, Jared Bynum, and Ike Nowecki ahead of the IAC tournament. Guys, thank you so much for joining DMVSTREAM.com today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.